Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Kaiserreich. We're playing as the Socialist Republic of Italy. Let's go. There are 300 million civil wars happening, and by that I mean 4. There were others, but they ended. Apparently some people are out of fuel. Who could it be? I don't know. At least we're gaining fuel. We are also gaining 500 weekly manpower, which is nice. The Congress of RL. With the recent independence of Belgium from former German masters, the inevitable question that arose from this was simple: what next? The two nations sent representatives to the tiny Arens, city of Arel, in German Luxembourg, near the border with southern Wallonia. There, the future path of Belgium and Europe was decided. The Germans proposed formally recognizing Belgian independence if the Brussels were to return to the Reichspakt. Belgium was not convinced whether or not the negotiators' demand was the Reich. The Reich also hand over Belgian Luxembourg was intended as a slight. Negotiations at Arel broke down and the Germans withdrew. For now, at least, Belgium's on its own. Belgium returns to the world stage. Go Belgium. I'm sure it will not last very long. But maybe it'll turn communist, and that will be nice for us. Or syndicalist. Or other form of socialist. 58 days. Yeah, that's not a winner, is it? Ah, boy. How are you doing Mingan insurgency? They have apparently not yet fortified the Mingan zone. They should probably consider fortifying the Mingan zone. Alright, turn Polytechnic. Go, go, go. Better artillery? Good. Give me artillery. Alright. Alright, electronic stuff. Alright, let's see here. I'm reading options. They're, not that different. We want to wait for this? Do we get Navy? Absolutely not. Under no circumstances. We're getting Eletro Treno Rapido. With the recent opening of the Bologna-Firenze Darasimata Super Direct Railway, we now need better rolling stock to achieve a fast, efficient, comfortable service. The new ETR 200 will do nicely. Sure. Train stuff. Why not? Is it a waste? Probably. Do I care? Not really. What are the other options? Rocket stuff. Electronic stuff. So we can maintain regional unions. Or we can syndical conglomerates. Are there political consequences for this? I feel like our instinct's probably going to be to maintain regional unions. Oy vey. Where are we even going? Yeah, this is like, doesn't seem like it's likely to do anything. I'm not going to throw my guys into a meat grinder for no reason. I'll throw them into a meat grinder for a good reason. Oh, right, we just crossed 150. Whoopsie doodle. Alright, we could early mobilize. I think we should probably go to limited conscription, actually. As nice as it is. Now, the alternative is... Holy guacamole, we have so many options. We want somebody who gives us political power. Party stability. I mean, man, Antonio Gramsci seems just like good. Oh, wait. We could get, because we're not going totalist, we get Pietro Nenni. He gives +5 political power and reduce political advisor cost. That seems like that'll pay off in the long term. Not bad. And we get more political power. Nice. Stop baiting me into that fight. Ugh. Alright, radicals win Serbian elections. Established at the end of 1925. The young Republic of Serbia has recently held the third national election in its history. Between Black Monday, renewed ethnic violence in Bulgaria, and creeping rumors of a shadow government in the military. The 1936 elections were made out to be the most contentious yet, as all 1936 elections are. Much like the 1926 elections, the victorious government is a grand coalition of the center, but in an inversion of the original. The Conservative People's Radical Party has claimed the leading role over their progressive rivals in the Republican Party. Rumors hold out that the new president, Milan Stojanovic, may be secretly holding authoritarian ambitions. If this is true, many wonder whether the socially progressive Republicans can check him. A pragmatic Serbia for a pragmatic age? We're all asking that question. Zounds. I can press buttons, but do I want to? No. Formation of the Moscow Accord. For 2 decades, Russia was seen as a secondary power on the global stage. Dismissed after the Weltkrieg, it can no longer pose a threat to the German political hegemony in the Eastern Europe, nor to the Japanese ambitions of the Pacific. Since then, however, Russia has rebounded and once again lays down its ambitions. Russian diplomats have officialized a military and economic alliance claiming to unite all nations in Eurasia, not aligned with either Germany or the International. Though everyone is well aware that this Moscow Accord is merely an extension of the Russian sphere of influence. Russia seems to not buy the illusion either, and their expansionist rhetoric reveals they will restore the borders of the former empire with force. Russia is once again on the world stage, and giving us that sweet, sweet world tension. What's going on here? We're under attack. We're fine. Everything's fine. How are you? This is a good tile for me to hang out. Rip Kingdom of Siam. I hardly knew ye, because I didn't know ye. Greece has joined the Belgrade Pact. To no surprise, I should get formation of the Belgrade Pact pretty soon. Formation of the Belgrade Pact. Look at these guys. It's the boys. They're back in town. Serbia, Romania, and Greece, the 3 Balkan members of the Entente, all with revanchist views of their own, have recently gathered to a common table of negotiations and have announced the beginning of the Belgrade Pact. While this pact puts a lot of focus on the cultural discussion and preserving Balkan identities, it's also a military alliance between the participants seemingly directed at the country separating them and holding their ancestral lands. This new development is a big thorn in the Bulgarian domination of the Balkans, but only the oncoming reaction of other Central Powers can determine whether it will yield any fruit. Hopefully the Balkans won't start another world war. Jabal Shamar has capitulated. R.I.P. Bozos. Hey, it's that boy. It's them. It's the boys. They're back in town. I'm gonna maybe wait a little bit for these guys to be done. Yay, I pooped out another Divisione. Let's go. I should probably get some oil. I'm not technically in a faction. The Socialist Republic of whatever, of Iran. Sure, man. Give me that good Iranian oil. I don't have that many factories. I literally have 3. Now I have 2. Ordini. Stand by. Ugh. Can I switch these guys to cars? Yeah, I don't have enough trucks. Though I'm getting close. I think I am probably going to switch those guys to trucks. Just to, like, make my life easier. Do I want to attack anyone? Let's try attacking here. Nope. That didn't work. I'm not attacking these guys. It's crazy that we're actually like, making progress in China. I did not expect that to happen. I thought we were kind of donezo. You know. But I guess in the long term, these guys are getting kind of owned. Yeah, Shandong has decided to hang out with the Beijing government. Good for them. Who's he? Did you get it? Because his name is Hu. It's like Hu Se. I pronounced it as Who's he. Because it's kind of like Who's he. That's the term for that is racism. I don't know if that's offensive. I don't think it is. I think it's just stupid. Yo, what is this flag? It's actually kind of slaps. All the new China content is kind of peak. I see what people complain because there isn't new anything else content really. Though like the new Russia content that came out like I guess like a year and a half ago now. Honestly, Russia, that content might be the best content in the mod in terms of it like a mixture of like simplicity and like, complexity, like, that sort of space. Hey, vey. Okay, electoral, speaking of, crises, the America content has really suffered. Electoral deadlock, I am praying for the soul of the, what's it called, the Up with the Stars mod. I'm not super hopeful, but, like, I think they are making progress on that. Despite the complete and utter drama situation with the head dev getting kicked out from his own mod because he's a transphobe rip bozo. Okay, with the political and economic situation in the United States deteriorating throughout the past year, it's widely expected the year's presidential election would not result in a decisive winner this November. Indeed, with the vote split between the four significant parties, no candidate was able to reach an electoral college majority, just as was the case 4 years ago. What was not expected was the disastrous performance of the Democratic Party. Coming in fourth place, they'll be excluded from January's contingent election. There's a contingent election? Leaving the Republicans and former Labor candidates compete with Huey Long for the support of Congress. Oh, right. This is the thing that happens in Congress. For support of Congress decides who will be the next president. The nation and the world awaits a decision with bated breath. Capitalism in crisis. What else is new? Oh, capitalism. Always in crisis, you are. You naughty, naughty capitalists. And your crisis. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, this gives bonuses to, like, train research. Schleicher! Oh, hey! Schleicher managed to pull it off. I doubted you, Schleicher. But your respect for women really brought things through. Schleicher passed this Enabling Act. The degrading economic situation in the German Empire led to strikes, street clashes, and ultimately a revolution attempt in the industrialized Duchy of Brunswick. Socialist revolutionaries briefly occupied the city and sent a wave of terror and fear throughout the empire. Reichschancellor Kurt von Schleicher used the opportunity to present an Enabling Act before the Reichstag. Legislation which would allow him to restore order with emergency powers. Okay, Palpatine. Fearful of a revolution, the parliamentarians approved the act, even if in the long term it might be a mistake. Schleicher is now almost unassailable. It's likely he'll use the opportunity to begin reshaping Germany into a centralized, militarized new state and consolidate the control of his military clique. Another example of inherent German reaction. Cabinet Schleicher. He schleiked his way. He schleiked his last cur. Okay, where are we going next? Nothing over here. We don't have enough guys, and also the world's not angry enough for us to punch our buddies in the mouth. We don't have enough army XP. I don't think that the mastery bonus does anything here yet. I think I probably want to wait for that. Let's maintain regional unions. Well, some call for centralization of the unions. This would just lead to tyranny, and everything. Lead to tyranny and everything our socialist republic stands against. We must resist these efforts and officialize the devolution. That's the basic principle of a revolutionary economic system. Boat. Anyways. Do you want to, like, attack things? No, that's a betrayal of our principles. I'm standing still. We'll always stand here and do nothing. That's the SRI promise. More soft attack. Never enough soft attack. That's the principle of fighting the AI. Do I want better guns? Yeah, I do. Do I want other stuff? I probably should get logistics. I might want field hospitals? I don't know. I feel like I maybe have been sleeping on these. I'll go field hospitals, whatever. Okay. Hoi, 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 hoi. Okay. Okay. That's also, I think, a new picture. Someone ran around and updated the pictures. Okay. And I wins Italian elections. The Italian Republic has been under protection of Austria since the Italian Civil War ended 15 years ago. After Black Monday, however, Austria withdrew much of its influence and military from the nation and left the Italian Republic to deal with their economic troubles themselves. In order to gain more support in the parliament, to deal with Black Monday as they saw fit, the ruling Liberal Democrats under Even though Bonomi called for early elections, these elections have included in the election of the anti-Austrian Associazione Nazionalista Italiana. The new prime minister, Constanzo Ciano, that's different than before. I think that's changed from previous guy. Yeah, that's a different man. Okay. They have updated at least this a little bit. The ruling, blah, 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 that nothing shall ever stand in the way of Italy's greatness, and Black Monday was the direct cause of vile Austrian interference and colonialism, which will be eradicated with the new legions of Italy. Interesting. Hetman Skoropadsky! It's him! Hetman Skoropadsky flees Ukraine. For some time now, the German client state of Ukraine, led by Hetman Pavlo Skoropadsky, Skoropadsky, has been embroiled in a Republican uprising. Now it seems the future of the Hetmanate is in jeopardy with news that Skoropadsky has fled the country. After a successful assault on Kiev, the Republican opposition declared the restoration of the Ukrainian People's Republic. The development put Germany's grip on its eastern client states in doubt. The new government has already reached out to Berlin to negotiate their future relationship. Let's hope that Mr. Vinishenko's role in this is not forgotten. The Spanish Civil War. Hoi, 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 hoi. Hoi, 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 hoi. Old content in the mod. Let's send in a normal guy. Can I send volunteers yet? Is there a button for this I'm missing? Oh, we sent a diplomatic request. The Spanish Civil War. Ever since the defeat of Napoleon, Spain has been plagued by violence, dissent, and turmoil. No amount of pleading, deal-making, and appeasement managed to do more than paper over the cracks as tension bubbled. Finally, they boiled over. The Spanish kingdom has been ripped apart by a three-sided civil war. The three-sided civil war, because this is Kaiserreich mod, and we love three-sided civil wars between numerous factions. I've made that joke about this civil war at least 3 times on this channel. Loyalists to the majority government, supporters of the pretender Javier, and finally the anarcho-syndicalist CTN FAI. There are already numerous reports of volunteers and equipment being shipped to Spain from all over the world to support one faction or another. Spain will be short to shreds on the battlefield for the ideological forces of the wider world. It was inevitable! Can I send volunteers yet? Yes, I can. Aha. Have a man. Avanzate! We're just chilling. Sweden's joined the Reichspakt. As it is. As you do. Sweden. Called as such because of their love of weed. The more you think about it, the more it makes sense. Can I add more guys? Yes, I can. We need more manpower, manpower, manpower. We need more manpower. And we should work on that soon. That's what we should probably use our political power for. TBH, that or getting another political advisor that gives us more useful stuff. Volunteers might be kind of good. Alright, Ukrainian People's Republic has joined the Donau Adriabund. The Marshal holds on. Against all odds, after months of turmoil, of a tense debate, of protest, it feels like everything's back in order in the exiled French Republic. The legitimacy of Marshal Philippe Pétain's thinly veiled military junta has been eroded by accusations of nepotism and corruption, and an attempt to centralize power in his hands added the accusation of tyranny to the long list of grievances against him, and yet the line of Verdun held on, thoroughly securing the support of the upper classes, rekindling the admiration of his people, and calming the unrest plaguing the Republic, all thanks to extensive support given to him by the energetic Regiment Français group. With the home front secured, Pétain has announced that a broad range of reforms will be carried out to best prepare France for the struggle to conquer the French mainland. The mask drops. Was there ever a mask? I've never been a huge mask-off guy. Mostly because it's like, I don't know, man, how much of it is a mask and how much of it just looks like slightly different guys on the same side? Avanzate! Obviously, there is mask that exists. Uh-oh, we're getting pushed back. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How are we doing? They have motivated soldiers. Encourage our revolutionary sisters. We have last stand of the KMT. I suspect the KMT is going to fall. The Kaiserreich is about to fall. No, not yet. Let's see. Anti-tank. We'll need it at some point. Might as well get it now. Yo, what's going on here? Okay, we're getting our butt kicked. Right, roger that. We're getting our booty busted, as the kids say. Do the kids say that? I don't think they do. I think I might have lied about that. I may have deceived you. Oh, hey, we managed to hold on. Look at us. No, we didn't. We did not. We got pushed back, and the other guys managed to hold on. We'll stay here. Oy. Strikes against Mussolini. Anyways. In a direct attack on the government of the Socialist Republic, trade union leaders proclaimed a number of strikes against the leadership of President Mussolini, his supposed violations of the Constitution, and black shirt actions in general. While the position of the presidency isn't threatened, it's clear the facade of immunity must be restored, though Mussolini himself seems to be of a different opinion. So we must find an agreement before this gets out of hand, and can't we simply ignore them? We should probably find an agreement before things get out of hand. I would like things not to get out of hand. I gotta hand it to you. That would be a good idea. Okay. The clock is ticking on the Mingan insurgency. Tick, 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 tick. Maintain regional coolness. Are there any other cool buttons we can press? Press. Was there cool buttons we can press? We almost have enough. We're not gonna get that. What's next? Oh, military factories. Yo, that would be good. Alright. Commissione Armi e Munizioni. The Arms and Munitions Commission shall be created to organize the research and manufacturing of new weapons to be used in our fight against the reactionaries. Okay, sounds good. Very workman-like description, but, like, I mean, that's what's happening. We're making better guns and new and cooler guns that everyone loves. We love guns. Guns! Uh-oh, uh-oh. We're back into that terrible position we were forever ago. Actually, I don't think this... whoa! In the city of Florence, conductor Vittorio Gui has created a new festival called the Maggio Musicale Fiorentino. It's Fiorentino, dedicated to performing operas and musicals free of charge for the people. So that way, the classics can be enjoyed by all citizens, not just the privileged elites. The opening opera for a festival was Giuseppe Verdi's Nabucco. While it's the first of its kind in Italy, Vittorio Gui has stated hopes that the Maggio Musicale's success can be replicated in cities across the Republic. Opera for the people. Not Oprah for the people, but opera for the people. Yeah, I'm just gonna attack here, even though I'm mostly defending. Because taking this tile will make my defense a lot easier. And then you can hashtag chill. Take a chill pill, as the kids say. Okay, we have enough for a Grand Doctrine. Let's get Grand Battle Plan. A tin can battle plan. Wow. We're not getting mounted infantry. What do we get? I didn't know. I don't know. Support artillery is better. Flame tanks. Maybe I'll get those. Reduced combat width might actually be swaggy, but I can't help but think that assault infantry might be what we want to go for. Individual excellence. It reduces our, like, supply usage. Individual excellence actually seems pretty good as well. I mean, it's either individual excellence or assault infantry. Here, I don't know. Last time I went field engineering. It's like not a bad option because it just makes engineering companies really good. Anti-tank frontline is bad because we don't really want anti-tank. Mobile assault and recon. Let me toggle the button below. Oh, whatever. Mobile battalions combat support. Is this good? No. No, I think I want field engineering. I basically always want field engineering. These guys, I don't know, man. I have not decided, and I don't think I need to. In operations... Desperate defense is so funny. No, I'm not getting desperate defense. Though this is the guy in the wheelchair with the Panzerfaust is maybe one of my favorite icons in this game. Quick, give this 14-year-old a rocket launcher. That'll destroy the 700 Shermans barreling towards Berlin. And also the 700 T-34s. Don't forget about those. These are all very goofy. Grand Assault, maybe? I guess. This should say Weltkrieg. I mean, sure. It makes logistics better. Mission type tactics. Yeah, I don't know how much this matters. We'll get something. It doesn't matter. We don't have any army XP anyways. At Earth End. How are we doing in terms of manufacturing goons? We don't have enough goons. How are we doing support equipment? We don't have enough support equipment. We're not making any light tanks. We should probably start making some of those. Maybe that's something we can use as military factories for. This is not a good tank. Honestly, right now, less armor, less defense, cheaper to make. Let's go. Seems good to me. Aircraft are more important than boats. Okay. Sweet. Oh, somehow we're defending in Indochina. Right, they're naval invading. I forgot to, like, counterattack these guys, but now they're all dead, so it doesn't matter. Lol. Irrelevante. Lol. I'm gonna try to grab this tile, because it's kind of annoying me. Oh, boy. Huey Long elected president of the USA. After nearly 2 months of uncertainty, there's finally a winner in the drawn-out U.S. election. In a stunning victory from behind, Huey Long of the Union Party is the 31st president of the United States. The second in a row, elected in the House of Representatives, this time with the support of the Democrats, his own party, progressive Republicans, and moderate farmer laborites. Huey Long is famous for his successful governorship of Louisiana, but has received much criticism for his authoritarian tendencies, pie-in-the-sky, share-our-wealth agenda, and is associated with the violent, anti-socialist, and Minutemen paramilitaries. Nonetheless, he enters office with the mandate to radically transform America. An old reactionary tale. Promise everything and do nothing. With that, I will see you in the next episode, where we will definitely do something. Bye-bye.